icy waters of the Arctic, long considered a silent frontier of great power rivalry, suddenly erupted into tension in late August 2025. On August 27, reports began to emerge that the USS Gerald R carrier strike group was maneuvering outside northern Norway, conducting what US officials described as routine presence operations. But the timing was anything but routine. Almost immediately, Russian state and independent defense outlets revealed that all 3 Yasen-class submarines from the Northern Fleet had sortied from their bases, heading directly into the same waters where the American supercarrier sailed. NATO's response was swift and frantic. Maritime patrol aircraft took to the skies, with P-8 Poseidon sub-hunters dropping sonar buoys in patterns across the Norwegian Sea. Warplanes from the UK and Norway scrambled to escort the carrier group, while destroyers deployed their towed sonar arrays to scan for the elusive Russian boats. At least one British frigate, HMS Somerset, joined the hunt, its sensors running silently as the tension grew with every passing hour. This was not a drill. NATO commanders quickly realized they were facing a live operation of a scale not seen since the Cold War. Intelligence suggested that one of the Yasen submarines had maneuvered dangerously close to the strike group, possibly within firing range. The US Navy knew full well what that meant. A single Yasen-class submarine, armed with hypersonic Zircon missiles, could cripple or even sink the world's most advanced aircraft carrier in minutes. Why was this operation so significant? And how did it expose NATO's vulnerabilities in a region they once believed secure? To answer this, we must first recount the incident itself before diving deeper into the lethal Russian capabilities that now threaten to tilt the balance of naval power. To understand why NATO scrambled with such urgency, we need to look closely at the weapon stalking the Ford. The Yasen-class, known as Project 885 and its modernized 885M, is Russia's most advanced nuclear-powered attack submarine, designed to operate undetected in the world's harshest waters and strike with devastating force. Stretching nearly 140 meters and displacing over 13,000 tons, a Yasen is built for stealth. Its quiet propulsion, sound-dampening hull, and advanced sensors allow it to vanish into the Arctic's cold layers, where sonar struggles to track. Capable of speeds over 30 knots, it can reposition quickly, surfacing where NATO least expects it. But stealth alone doesn't terrify NATO commanders. It's what the Yasen carries inside. Each submarine fields vertical launch systems holding Kalibr cruise missiles, supersonic P-800 Oniks, and above all, the 3 M22 Zircon hypersonic missile. This weapon is the true game-changer. Flying at Mach 8 to 9, the Zircon closes distance at nearly 3 kilometers per second, striking targets more than 1,000 kilometers away. Its blistering speed and evasive maneuvers leave ship defenses with only seconds to react, far too little to stop the blow. Analysts warn that even the USS Gerald R, shielded by escorts and advanced radar, could be disabled by a single Zircon barrage. A strike to its flight deck, command systems, or fuel storage would render the $13 billion carrier a burning hulk within minutes. With the March 2025 launch of the Perm, the first Yasen-M specifically built to carry Zircon as standard, Russia signaled that hypersonic undersea strike is no longer theory, it's operational reality. For NATO, this pairing of stealthy hunter and unstoppable spear represents a nightmare, an adversary they can barely detect, armed with missiles they cannot intercept. Faced with this looming undersea threat, NATO has turned to its most advanced sub-hunting aircraft, the Boeing P-8 Poseidon. Derived from the Boeing 737, the P-8 is a maritime patrol aircraft built specifically for anti-submarine warfare. Its mission: to track, locate, and, if necessary, destroy enemy submarines before they can strike. The P-8 is equipped with a formidable array of sensors. Using a combination of radar, infrared tracking, and electronic surveillance, it can scan vast swaths of ocean, but its true strength lies beneath the waves. The aircraft carries and deploys dozens of sonobuoys, disposable underwater sensors that relay acoustic signatures back to the aircraft. By analyzing these signatures, P-8 crews can pinpoint the location of even the stealthiest submarines. In addition to detection, the Poseidon can attack. It is armed with Mark 54 lightweight torpedoes and Harpoon anti-ship missiles, giving it the capability to neutralize enemy submarines once detected. NATO has increasingly relied on P-8 patrols in the Arctic, with the US, UK, and Norway flying constant missions from bases in Northern Europe. Recent upgrades have enhanced the P-8's effectiveness, including advanced radar pods that can detect subtle disturbances on the ocean surface caused by submerged submarines. During exercises, the Poseidon has proven its worth, successfully tracking Russian submarines across the North Atlantic, and even releasing practice torpedoes against US Navy boats to simulate real combat. But despite its advanced capabilities, the P-8 faces a daunting challenge. The Arctic's vast expanse, combined with the stealth of the Yasen and the speed of the Zircon, means NATO's aircraft are often racing against time. The Poseidon may be the best tool NATO has, but it is far from a guarantee of safety. The events of August 2025 highlight a dramatic shift in the balance of naval power. By deploying 3 Yasen-class submarines simultaneously into the Arctic, Russia demonstrated not just capability, but intent. The message was clear. Russia controls the undersea domain of the Arctic. Its submarines can shadow American carriers, strike without warning, and retreat into the depths, leaving NATO scrambling in response. For Washington, the deployment of the USS Gerald R was meant to reassure allies and Project Power. Instead, it exposed the vulnerability of even the most advanced supercarrier when confronted by Russia's silent hunters. NATO's response, scrambling aircraft, deploying sonobuoys, and mobilizing warships, showed resolve, but also desperation. The alliance can detect and track the Arctic, once a frozen frontier, is now a flashpoint. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.